Hello, YouTube.
Hey, YouTube.
Wildcat Piper.
Bearcat Piper. Scott, Bill. Scott.
And my brother kind of surprised us because he wasn't planning on coming.
Been in Switzerland, a lot of stuff to do. Wasn't going to make it. Kind of last minute decision. We got up Thanksgiving morning, and Lori made me some biscuits and gravy. Phenomenal. And then after that, we just kind of said, let's throw some stuff in a bag and take off.
So I guess before we continue, we should probably do a little bit of housekeeping because I'm really excited about the blend that you're having me try.
And I'm smoking a Boswell blend, and I forgot what it is. It's a Railroad Station English. Nice English.
And what's that hunk of briar you got there?
That's my I don't know what you call it. I'm gonna call it a pot. It's a Rossi. Just smoker.
And I'm smoking now my favorite pipe. It's a Savinelli Venenza 101.
What you got in it?
This is my English dedicated pipe, so it kind of tells you I've got an English. And this is Peterson's Old Dublin that Scott got in Switzerland? Ireland?
Yeah.
How about Ireland? We'll
How about
Ireland.
Dublin?
How about Dublin?
And how good are you at reading Gaelic?
It says, smoking kills, it will cause cancer, and it will make you go blind.
What's it say above that?
It says, don't smoke, and it'll make you go blind. And got some Yinglings.
There you go. Yingling Lager.
Lager.
Great beer.
And, but anyway, so back to our Thanksgiving. We had a great Thanksgiving time with my mom. Today, we were watching some great football. We'll get into that in just a second. But for preparation for football, we decided we were going to get some hamburgers. And so they're the little tiny, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the White Castle's size
Maybe a little
of burgers.
bigger than that, but not much.
Maybe a little bigger than that. So me and my brother-in-law, we go down to pick up a couple bags of 30 of those hamburgers for the fam to snack on during the game.
Yep.
And while we were there, my brother come barging in the door, out of breath, with nothing on his mind but absolute evil. And he walked in. He said, "How many are you getting?" And my brother-in-law said, "Hey, man, we're getting 30 hamburgers." He goes, "That's not enough. Hey, I want to order 30 more." So he gets 60. We had 60
hamburgers.
60 of these little hamburgers.
We have a few left over.
Yeah. Thank goodness they're not with us. They're back at my sister's house.
That's not true.
Oh, you got them?
We're going to eat them after this thing.
Oh, sweet.
We have 2 bags.
Okay, that's news to me. I thought maybe I got out of there. So then we sat down and watched they watched one great game, and I was watching one great game.
OH!
With IO. We were watching Ohio and Michigan, which, as you know, those aren't two teams that like each other much, nor do the fans.
What a game.
It was a great game.
It was a great game because it ended right.
My nephew went to his first.
Potential to be a sucky game.
If any of you got to watch it, you got to see a very good game. And then, on the side note, I had my iPad tuned in
How about them Cats?
To the Kentucky-Louisville game. Watching my Cats
Can you
play.
believe that?
And they won. Okay, that's a little scary, isn't it? Barron is excited about UK football. And so they won on a last-second field goal. They were picked by the odds makers to lose by 24, and they won by 3.
Stop it.
So that was very exciting.
I can't believe Wildcats beat Louisville. Those of you who follow college football, which I follow college football. He follows basketball. Actually, he follows both, but I'm just college football. But Louisville's got a good team. I've watched them play.
They beat Clemson.
Yeah, Louisville's got a killer quarterback.
Probably the Heisman Trophy winner.
Probably.
And
they got beat today. And I kept telling Bill all weekend, dude, It's got potential of getting ugly.
I kept thinking, yeah, you know what, they're going to probably lose, but I sure hope they keep it close.
I thought it was going to be a butt whooping.
Yeah, and
I thought Louisville was going to go, but it can't.
so what's exciting to me is that I've got a guy who I work with who is a diehard Louisville fan,
Cheers.
and he's going to need a hug. He's going to need a hug
Man,
because we've knocked him out of probably a New Year's Day bowl. Not that they may have gotten in one. I don't know, but
they were going to get in when they were top 15.
they're number 11,
Almost top 10. Not anymore.
so they're not going to do that.
They
So
probably dropped out of the top 25.
it's a very, very exciting football day for the fam.
A lot of good football. And then instead of making that long trek back to Southern Illinois, we decided to come back here and spend the night with Billy, which is nice because it cuts that trip in half.
It does. And you know what? Something else I haven't told you is this week I got a delivery from Strauss Tobacconist. We got 4 pounds of Sleepy Hollow come in.
4 pounds.
2 for moi and 2 for Mouet.
Boy.
And
We.
so we're excited that we got those in.
I gotta take mine home and jar it. Get it all. It'll last me a couple years, probably too. 4 pounds.
Mine's all jarred. I got it sealed real tight. I'm not going to
2
even
pounds.
touch. Probably won't even touch the 2016s this entire
I've got
year.
about 4 to 6 ounces of 2015s still. Billy's probably got 8 ounces, but
I got more than that.
so I figure mine will last about 2 years. His will probably last 3, maybe 4.
Just to give you a comparison, I have 7 jars of Sleepy
Lots.
Hollow. 2 of the jars are this size. I have one that's filled up, that's this size. It's completely full, and then I have
Which is more than a quart. It's probably 2 quarts.
yeah, and I have another large jar that's filled to the top.
He's got a lot of it. I've got a lot of it, not as much as he's got.
So, yeah, he'll probably be asking me for it because he'll probably
Not
go
too
through
much.
his faster than I will mine.
It's probably, I'm going to say it's the only aromatic I smoke, but it's 95% what I
Well, tell me
smoke.
about the aromatic that you had me try tonight.
So, you guys have probably heard about it because it's been on the channels. But while I was there, I asked them for an English and their best, and they've got a couple Englishes because I've got the other one, which is, I forget what it is, Peterson's something Irish, something Delight. Peterson's Delight, Balkan Delight. Balkan Delight by Peterson. I've got that one. And so they pointed me to that, and I said, I've already got that. And they pointed me to this one, which doesn't have Perique in it. So if you don't like the bite of Perique, go try you some Old Dublin.
And Perique's not my friend. So I really am liking, and I'm not a big Peterson guy as far as blends. I love their pipes, but as far as the blends, I've never really liked any of their blends. I've tried a few of them, but I do like that to the point where that could be a reorder. I've got a lot of Englishes right now to deal with, but that is a very, very smooth, very light English.
It's not a lot of Kia Bomb if you're looking for, but if you're wanting an English, that's not a lot of Kia Bomb, but still has enough lot of Kia in there that you can taste a good English. But it's not horrible if your significant other doesn't like it. My wife will sit but my wife doesn't mind Englishes. I smoked Balkan Blue all the way here.
And that's a great blend.
We'll have to do our top 5
We
at
will
Christmas,
here.
but I'm going to tell you it's in my top 5, and it's
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah, he was even telling me, he was giving me the number 1 when he was talking about Balkan
And
Blue.
I've had 2 years in a row. Mississippi River is my number 1, so my number 1 has been bumped.
Right now, my number 1, I think, is still Northwoods.
I think that was your number 1 last year.
Yeah, and I've tried some really good Englishes since then. That railroad station that Scott's smoking now is one of those that I've been really.
Nice one. This is a good one. Actually, this one kind of reminds me a lot of Northwoods. It's kind of got... So Balkan kind of has a... I don't know what that is. I think it's the Orientals in it. Kind of gives it that twang taste. But this is more of a straight English, kind of like the... I'd call it like a blue collar English, like a heavy English.
A blue collar English.
Yeah. It's not...
Have you all heard that description before?
It's kind of, it's not, it's just blunt, it's just forced English. This is a mouthful of English. It's not, some of the other ones, like I think, and everybody's going to disagree with me, I think Balkan Blue there's a lot going on in there. You can taste the Orientals, you can taste a lot of the stuff going on. It kind of reminds me of Penzance a little more, where these kind of just as straight in your face. If you don't like Latakia, if you don't like a lot of Latakia, don't go smoke Northwoods, because it's just straight in your, it's a straight heavy.
But
Did you disagree with my blue collar blend?
Hey, you know what? No, I don't disagree with that.
It's just bam, here's your English blend. It's more of a Latakia bomb. It's good. It's good. This is a great English right here.
And
I don't know.
there's one I want to try before I do my.
What is it?
That Westminster. It's an unopened tin
It's
right
GLPs,
now.
right?
Yeah, it's a GLPs. The other night I had GLPs Gaslight, and guys, I had forgotten.
I've heard Gaslight being compared with Penzance. I don't get that.
Oh, I don't get that either. It's it gave me the swimmy head, as my brother likes to refer to it.
Sometimes you get a little bit of nicotine. You all know what swimmy head is. You had it before. If you haven't, get up first thing in the morning before you eat anything and go get you some nightcap. Just smoke the far out of it and hotbox it. Just try to get the whole thing down. You'll know it's
Trying to blow out your pipe, right?
Yeah, try to blow out your pipe.
I shared this before. I think I might have shared it on a video, but I never published it. 52 weeks in a year, okay? Of the 52 weeks, how many weeks have you traveled?
37 of them.
37 weeks. And of those 37, how many weeks have you been out of country?
26. That's half. Half the year. 6 months I spent outside the U.S.
6 months he has spent the time out of the U.S. So,
crazy.
Wow. And, I mean, it was so bad. I would wake up thinking he was in Germany. He would be in Switzerland. I'd wake up thinking, okay, he's in Switzerland, but he's in
Ireland,
or I mean, just all over the place.
And I'm leaving Friday for Israel.
So there you go. Which would be kind of a cool trip.
Yeah.
For a lot of us, and so
hey, where else to spend the month of Christmas than where Jesus was born?
Yeah, yeah, and where he walked.
Where he walked.
So
I'll be right in Jerusalem, which is where Bethlehem is.
But great evening. Hope you guys have had a good night, good weekend. Blow some smoke rings in the air, my friends. But above all, be blessed.
God bless. Semper Fi. Hoorah.
Don't forget, smoking kills.
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 Causes cancer, laboratory rats. Of course, all laboratory rats have cancer.